Woo! Things heating up in the WWE. I don't know if that's because we're on our way to WrestleMania, wherever the sign's supposed to be, or it's just because we on these 2 hours. Well, that's for it. But because we on these 2 hours, I don't know about that. I was like, but yo, it's like they getting everything in that they need to get in. They're moving storyline. They're giving us hot, juicy stuff. They're getting some stuff for us to, know on. But anyway, SmackDown, came through, rolled through, real easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. How fast and how smooth everything was. And off the rip, we get Chad Gable's there, and I think it was hilarious that nobody at all made an American joke or whatever. Like American Made meets American Nightmare. It's like, oh look, we're just two real Americans or something like that. I don't know. Uh, I just they're both named got they're both their name got the American thing in there. I was like, we could have got something for that. But anyway, Chad Gable comes out, basically talking about how Cody Rhodes is a bad friend because he knows all about being friends, right? So, and while, I was like, it's really some back and forth. Really doesn't really go to nowhere too much just because it's like that guy Otis, but Kevin Owens, he was your friend, but you just used your friend to the wayside and all the other stuff, and basically they're going to have a match, which was a really good match. And all going to be awesome in some ways, especially because now since some of these, I think the transfer, I was like, so they got the thing doing the transfer portal, whatever like that. Obviously, it's a college thing that they're using the name of, but it's no different than when Vince back in the day would be using what is it? It wasn't a shake up, but it was something where they just got the wild card rule. That's what it was. But basically, somebody from here can go from here. You exchange something, give somebody over here this other thing. And I think this go around. See, like the last time when it was Vince, it really just felt out desperation. Even though I still liked it, but it's like, but they really sort of was already blurring the lines of who's on whose show anyway. Here they've been really more strict on it. It's outside of tag teams and really going into like Survivor Series type of stuff. And normally in this year, I was like, it just gives them a way to start mixing people up because this is the time of the year going, as we start going into WrestleMania, that the staying on your roster really doesn't matter. Now, what I think is cool is the fact that since we sort of have done this draft and stuff like that, and people have stayed on their shows, is that some is like you still got some new people, like how you seen Carmelo Hayes coming up to Nick Aldis and being like, "Yo, you talking to all these Raw people? What's up with me? Maybe I got to go to have a chat with Adam Pearce or whatever." Now he could go Raw and mess it up with some dudes over there, while also something like how we got Chad Gable. Chad Gable gets to come over here, and since he's gotten a resurgence of because I was like, yes, he's always sort of been like Chad Gable or whatever, but last time was him really doing the Alpha Academy thing. He's been on Raw for so long that him coming to SmackDown, I was like, especially now he's like a newish Chad Gable, that is like, okay, cool. Now he's in the position to fight Cody, whereas like he probably wasn't in that spot really last year to do it. Yes, Gunther at the Intercontinental Champion, but not like fighting for like fighting the main champion kind of guy. So I think this work out. I think it'd be good. Plus, we won't just get random, just people just to be random or whatever. I like you seen Dominic Mysterio in the background. But I was like, I feel like with factions they sort of got their own rules of moving around and doing stuff. Gunther was there, and I just wondered like if Gunther going to try to get a lick back against Cody in some type of fashion, but probably not. Um, but yeah, no, and I was like, Chad Gable and Cody Rhodes had a really good match that ended basically with Kevin Owens popping up. I was like, crushing the leg that Chad Gable was using against Cody, and then they just had to be like pulled away because they had to get Kevin Owens up out the paint. Um, I was like, else that happened up there. I was like, we had a really good triple threat of Naomi. Uh, man, I was like, hold on, please don't. I was like, don't let me know, don't give me. Uh, Tiffany Stratton and uh Elektra, and I was like, first of all, I did not realize that Tiffany was going to be in her hometown because she would have. I probably would have maybe picked her a lot more convincingly. But then again, I still was like, I don't know because she is supposed to be a heel. But hey, in this new era, you sort of get to win at your hometown. So hey, good for her, and that's what she did. It was really just her and Naomi. Elektra was a little bit like one. I was like, she came out and there was no pop, and it felt really, if you felt it, because like Tiffany was getting the Tiffany, and Tiffany gets that just because of Tiffany time, yet alone being in her home place. So on top of that, I was like, it's kind of one of them things where it's like, hey, okay, cool. Do you got the sandwich of Elektra? And it was like nothing. And then Naomi comes out and everybody like Naomi. So you got a set. You got like you really what you got. You basically got 2 loaves of bread and then just air in there. You got a wish sandwich. Cause I wish that she would have got some type of fanfare. That's how much it was. But then again, she doesn't. They don't use her in any type of way. Like she's not in women matches. She's not like at least with the LWO, they use Selena. Like Selena is in things. Selena got people behind her. Selena got like crowd noise and stuff like that. Here, no, it's nothing. They gotta do better with them in general, just a little bit. Cause I was like, unlike the LWO, I was like, I think all of them can actually be something. Like I was like, I think Elektra got talent, but you seen like how like she doesn't have the rapport with because she's not wrestling like that. That some of the stuff was a little bit on the sloppy side. But I was like, they got some dudes in there, and the dudes in also the faction too. But anyway, yeah, Tiffany got the win, and this bracket is pretty much how I was like, I was like, Michelle, I thought that she would probably get in right there, and I was like, Chelsea, I was like, cause I was like, they took away basically the dream matchup of Bayley, Naomi, Jade, and Bianca. That could have been money, but they don't want to do that. Speaking of Bianca, she suspected Piper to be the one to take out Jade, so that came with a match, and it was a really good match. One that I sort of wish that Piper would have gotten. I was like considering Bianca being hurt and all, and I was like they put on a really good match where even the crowd was like, "This is awesome," but I was like, but it's fine. You had the KOD like move on her. I was like for Piper onto Chelsea to give her the win. I still don't know about Chelsea being the U.S. champ. The first one, I was like, I just had to see how it goes down. I was like, it's gonna be her versus Michelle, and yeah, that's what it's gonna be, and she's gonna win because she's gonna get her lip back from that dumpster match. So yeah, she's gonna get it. I was like, but yeah, they still don't know who got Jade or whatever. Now I was like, I know I put Bayley, but now I'm just like, I don't know. It'd be great if it's somebody else that just did it. That just was maybe taking out people randomly. And speaking of people being taken out randomly, because I guess it's the season, because it was Jade, it was Jay on Ross. I mean on Ross, Jay on Raw. And tonight we also had the Street Profits get taken out. By whom? I was like, we'll see. Could be the Bloodline, who start off the night basically whooping security's ass and showing Apollo Crews why he can't be in the ring. Because he's still there, and they just use him to basically get his head thrown in to a bunch of crates. And that was it. We ain't seen no retaliation or nothing like that. Which brings me to the fact that I like of Shinsuke comes out. I like his whole new presentation. I like it they could keep him like this. I did think I knew they would cross LA Knight basically again. I just didn't know how fast. And I was like, now Andrade is back in it, which is like cool. I was like, we can sort of feel how this is out. Because I was like, I don't think LA should just hop right back into it. But basically, within that, as everybody about to talk, Bloodline comes in and just wreck shop. So it's Tama Tonga and it's Solo and it's Jacob Fatu and the same ones that were beating up the security guard and stuff like that beat up LA Knight. Andrade basically was taking them out. And what I've always wanted from my when you do these kind of factions is when you affect everything. I've said it before in other videos. And when you affect everything and when you act how you're supposed to act. And to me, this is where I'm like, yes. This Bloodline is where it's at because they over here just being like, you know what? So like you think I'm a joke? You think I'm just gonna keep taking this disrespect? Like, nah, like I'm gonna take out everybody that just keeps getting in my way. It ain't even people that getting in his way. But I like the fact that I'm just like, yo, wreck shop. Like that's what you're supposed to be. Especially unlike the OG Bloodline, if you're not gonna do the backstage stuff and be funny and all this other stuff, yeah, wreck shop and just make everybody like. And so there was the three injuries from War Games where with Jimmy he's hurt, he got a broken toe, but he should be back a lot quicker. Whereas like Bronson Reed like bust his ankle and he ain't gonna be out for a while, especially he a big dude too. And Tonga Loa, I was like, he got a busted tricep or bicep or whatever from CM Punk, and he gonna be out for a while. And I really, let's be honest, it sucks for Bronson Reed because he was doing some good stuff. And but I seen him when he jumped off that cage. I was like, ooh. And then before they even showed the replay, I was like, Jimmy. I was like, they had to show because I wouldn't been able to see it. And Tonga Loa makes sense, but because of this, if we get Tonga back to being like ruthless, how he was, because I was like, he's sort of been tamed down since Jacob Fatu came back, and also since like Loa been there. But now he can get back to yeah. If we get that crazy guy back, I'm down for it. Anyway, they took them all out, and I was like, all right, cool. I was like, that's being effective. But the biggest one of the night was basically because the Street Profit got taken out of the tag team match. Johnny Gargano was like, "Hey, yo, we can step in real quickly. Can we do this? Can we do this?" And he's like, "Fine, all right, just go ahead and you fill in for it." And they're like, "Awesome." And during the match, him and Ciampa been having their whole back and forth thing, and it got to the point where Ciampa, my bad, was just like fed up, and he'd be like, "You know what? I'm done. You got this. You handle it yourself." And Johnny Gargano's like, "What?" And so he just over here finished the match. Then you see Ciampa go ahead and get in the chair, and he's about to come in the ring, but of course the ref is like, "You can't do that." And that's when Gargano low blows. I was like them on the other side of Motor Machine Gun. I was like, I haven't been able to tell which one is which yet. So yeah, one of them, Alice Shelley or Nick Saban, one of them. I probably got the names wrong. And they just like dumbfounded, like what? Oh, and then after that, it was just I was like, you could just tell like it was just a game, like they were just doing this just to like it got them into their plan, and Ciampa and Gargano took them out. 1, 2, 3. They the new tag champions, and like that, then turned heel, and I got the tag team championships. Now I know we just had the New Day thing, so hey, they sort of did like a similar thing, and they sort of been doing a similar thing, but hey, they got results out of it. That's all we're saying. And so we're gonna have to see how that goes, cause now that's gonna be a new budding rivalry right there. That I was like Street Profits. We'll see how they still forming this, but you got to see who took them out, because I was like, I don't think it was Ciampa that took them out. Maybe it was Johnny Gargano, but then again, I was like, you think Johnny Gargano was able to get the drop on both of them? Beef happened, know what happened. So I was like, you think Dawkins and Montez just got beaten by Gargano straight up like that, even on a sneak attack? I don't know, but I'm down with the turn, because I was like, I mean, now granted, how many good good guys tag team we have, and I know we're in the age of like character and story and stuff like that, but you still kind of do stuff with two heels, So I was like, I hate when I hear that talk. Anyway, that was Smackdown. So I was like, I don't think I missed anything, but it was really good. I was like, and it moved fast. Everything was here. I even stayed to listen to a Cody segment. I'm sorry, I really skipped those because a lot of times it don't be about nothing. But anyway, what isn't about anything? It's basically, what do you think about any of this? Let me know. Until then, all day, every day, no problem, because we got this. Peace. I'm out.